So what do you do?
I work for United Way, right down the street actually. I'm the community engagement manager there.
Good. Good. Are you originally from here, or did you?
I am. I'm from the area. I'm actually from about 10 minutes away in Frankfurt.
Okay, cool. What do you love about Utica?
Well, let's see. What do I love about Utica? I too went away like a lot of people did. Went away to school and came back and started my life here, my family here. And I think what I like about it is the fact that the city itself feels like family to me. There are people who know my family from way back and know my brother and know my parents and know me through all these other people. So it's almost like, while you can go somewhere and say everyone knows me, and that can be kind of creepy, at the same point, whenever you're in need, everyone knows you.
Yeah.
And everyone's right there. You know, I know that if my car breaks down, I'm not going to sit there for an hour. I might sit for 5 minutes until someone goes by and goes, "Oh, hey." And we'll take it talking. They're going to say, "Oh, I know your mother. I used to work with her back at SBU," and all that. So everyone's so interconnected that, to me, it's a comfort. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm accepted because I'm a Utican. I can understand how some people coming into that it's hard to break in sometimes, to break into this tight-knit community. So I think that once you get in, though, it's kind of like a cult. You drink the Kool-Aid, stick around. But it's one of those things where the community really helps itself, and I get to see that on a daily basis working with United Way, going out to all the corporations and asking people to dig down into their wallets. And these are, a lot of times, this is a difficult time to ask people for money. I mean, businesses are closing and work is moving south in a lot of different areas. But when you walk in and you say, someone needs your help, and even though you know, kind of living paycheck to paycheck, everyone still finds a way to get. Everyone still finds a way. They say, "Oh, I can't really give this month, or I can't really give what I used to give, but how about I volunteer an hour?" And giving of yourself is huge here. People are just volunteering all the time. So seeing that, I think that sense of community really brings people together, because if your brother or your sister asks you for money, even if you know that you don't really have a lot, you're still going to give them what you can get.
Right.
And when you have that sense of community like we do here, people just reach down and find a way to help people. And that's just amazing to see. One of the great things about the city is that like with the architecture and everything, you're walking around, and when you're walking around New York City, either you're a tourist and you're looking up at the skyscrapers, or you live there and you're looking down so you don't fall. In Utica, you everything's at eye level. So wherever you look, it's almost like you're walking through history. And there's each section of Utica kind of has its own character. Like South Utica has specific housing that looks very similar to each other. And then when you go to a different part of the city. And if you walk down Genesee Street and look at the buildings, if you look up, they're not just square buildings. You look up and there's ornamentation, and there's you can see the old sign, this is the Reed building, and they all have history, and it's so neat to be able to walk through a city that has that, and you get that a lot around Rust Belt cities. So I think that's what I really like.
Thank you for coming and talking to us.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, Meg, help me up.